Okanagan. Hey, Rosa Friesen here. Okanagan. Hey, Rosa Friesen here. I am so excited to be here in spirit with you guys for your Super Sunday. I just have a message for you guys. Coming off of learning that our team hit elite for the second time and number 24 in the company at the end of 2015, I just want to talk to you guys about the immense opportunity that we have here in Canada. There are 402,000 coaches in the entire network, but such a small percentage of that is in Canada. If I were to estimate, I think it's around 50,000, but honestly, don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure. But that just gives you an idea of the immense opportunity that we have here. And of those 50,000 coaches, how many of them are discount coaches? How many of them are there just for the discount or to pay for their own product and aren't seriously growing a business? What I want you to understand is you have the opportunity to absolutely change your life if you grab a hold of this thing. At this point, I have between double and tripled my corporate salary. It's closer to tripled at this point. And that just feels crazy for me even to say out loud. But I want to, Okanagan, Rosa Friesen here. I am so excited to be here with you in spirit for your Super Sunday. Your market is near and dear to my heart because one of my leaders, Karina, is from there, and I know how much she adores you guys. So coming off of just having found out that our team hit elite for the second year in a row and hit number 24 in the company as of the end of 2015, I just want to impress upon you what an opportunity we have here. It is possible to change your life literally. You have to understand, coming in, I had no social media skills. I did not know how to connect with people in person, much less on social media. Those were all skills that I had to learn, and I had to grind, and I had to do all of the things that you're doing in order to gain the skill set that I have now 3 years later, and I'm still learning every single day. So what I want you guys to understand that as we go through this year, January, everybody's like, hooray, New Year's resolutions are happening, and it's a little bit easier to hit Success Club in January, right, than it was in October, November, December. What I want you guys to understand, when you're tempted to say, I'm going to take a step back from my Beachbody business, I'm going to tell you a story. I started my business 2 days after my third baby was born. Let that sink in though for a second. My third baby was 2 days old, and I had 2 other littles at home, and my husband's on a police schedule. So that means that for 4 to 5 days, he is not here, and I'm single parenting for half the time. Right? And so I got up at 5 a.m. and worked until 7 until my kids woke up. And then I worked at nap time, and then I worked at nighttime because I needed to make enough money to quit my corporate job. That was my non-negotiable. I'm not saying that you need to put that many hours in. I put 20 hours a week in since the day that I started. I'm not saying you need to do 20 hours. But being consistent with your 10 hours, no matter what is going on in your life, that is what's going to bring you success in your business, whatever that means to you. Is it replacing your income? Is it making $2,000 a month? Is it making $2,000 a week, right? Whatever your goal is, put in the work required, but put in the work required consistently, day in and day out, no matter what happens. During my coaching career, my husband and I also separated. And on top of that, my dad had gotten sick, and he had to have surgery to have 4 aneurysms repaired. And we honestly didn't know that he was going to make it after that surgery. My brother was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and that was a huge blow to our family. But I never stopped growing my business during those times. So you might be sitting there thinking, Well, hold on a second. Are you saying that Beachbody is the most important thing in your life? No, I'm not. I didn't put in a consistent 20 hours a week during some of those times, but I did hit Success Club, and I was consistent with less time in my business. Do you know why? It's not because Beachbody is my world. It's not the most important thing in my world, but who wins if I quit, right? Who gains if I quit? Were things going to get better with my husband and I because I stopped working and I stopped working toward that goal? No. Was my brother going to recover because I stopped working my business? No. Right? There are always seasons, there are always ups and downs in life, but you have to understand that you pushing toward your goal is going to make you better. And also helping other people even when you're in the midst of your own crisis. And let's be real, life happens. It's not always going to be smooth sailing, right? Those things are going to happen. And so if you treat this like a business and you show up and you realize that nobody's going to benefit if you quit during those hard times, you are going to build a business that is going to firstly help you reach your goals and later change your life and allow you to live a life by design. So here's my encouragement to you guys. Ride this wave of energy in January that we have going on here. Ride this wave and feel the motivation. 1 minute. But then also at the same time, resolve in your heart that you are going to be consistent from day 1 until day 365, or I think we have 366 this year. As consistent as you are with your Shakeology, that's how consistent you should be with your business. I cannot wait to come visit you guys for a Super Saturday sometime later this year. I can't wait to see you guys and to hear about the goals that you've accomplished from January until I see you.